What's up with y'all out there? This is Best Way to Smoke News, and I'm Big J. Make sure you stay elevated, man. And if you want to stay up to date on the latest news, come tap in with us, man, and stay tapped in. But look, we about to talk about this right here. Jurassic Park. Yeah, I said it, Jurassic Park. How prehistoric enzymes are rewriting modern medicine. Yeah, yeah. Imagine if we could travel 25 million years back in time to see how cannabis actually worked before humans started breeding it. Just think about it though. Back in the days, it was more so just naturally grown. It wasn't no crossbreeding or doing this or doing that. It probably was crossbreeding naturally, but it was more so on a natural effect. Well, scientists just did exactly that by resurrecting ancient enzymes that haven't existed for millions of years. Researchers have uncovered a prehistoric super enzyme that is tougher, more flexible, and holds the key to a whole new wave of medical treatments. It's just a trip though. It's just like the old school, you know what I'm saying? Even like with people back in the days, older people, was more stronger, more, could take more. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays it's way different though. But anyway, back on topic. Modern cannabis enzymes are specialists. They usually only make one thing, like THC or CBD. So we know that the cannabis plant is what produces heavier amounts of THC, and the hemp plant creates, heavier amounts of CBD. The the ancient the ancient enzyme were promiscuous, right? So what they mean by that is they was multitaskers. They did a lot. They could produce a cocktail of cannabinoids all at once, giving us a blueprint for more complex medicines. So again, it was more so on a natural level. It wasn't manipulated by this or manipulated by that. It was actually just grown and produced on a natural level, produced in nature. You know what I'm saying? The CBC breakthrough, one specific resurrected enzyme is a master of producing CBC, which is Cannabichromene. Man, it's a trip though. A lot of these words dealing with this beautiful flower that we love be big as a motherfucker though. Look, while modern plants only have tiny amounts of CBC, this ancient code allows us to mass produce it. I think, like I said though, as time go on and certain restrictions is lessened, the research into it is going to get deeper and deeper, and to a point where we're going to know a lot more about this cannabis plant. Let's talk about a little bit of the medical potentials. This CBC anti-inflammatory power is showing massive promise to severe inflammation and pain relief without the high. So what they're doing with this research is finding ways to actually produce all the benefits without the actual high. Neuroprotection. These ancient structures are helping scientists design drugs for brain health and gut health stability. Biotech shrewdness. These prehistoric enzymes are actually stronger and easier to grow in a lab than modern ones. This means we can make medical grade cannabinoids in yeast and bacteria much cheaper and faster than growing an entire field of plants. So, Pete, they talking about using yeast and bacteria to actually grow these enzymes. And if you think about it, that's probably, what was producing the shit back in the days. You know what I mean? It's a trip like how the growth, the changes, the benefits, the things that we're finding out, and it's so many other things I could talk about pertaining to the medical, the scientific research that's going on, but we're gonna stick to the topic and focus on this right now. We used to think the best version of cannabis was what we have today. It turns out nature had some of the most powerful medical secrets tucked away in the plant's DNA millions of years ago. We're not just looking at the future of weed, we're looking at the deepest history to heal people today. And shout out to that, though. You know what I'm saying? To those researchers that's on the plan just to, make it better to help benefit people. So, shout out to that. And this is Big J. Like I said, if you guys want to stay up to date on what's going on, stay tapped in with us, over at the YouTube channel. Follow us everywhere at Best Way to Smoke with the number 2, not TWO. So look, I'm Big J. Make sure you stay elevated. And man, I hope you have a good one, man. And stay tapped in with us, though. I'm gone. Until next time. Best way.